So there's another great lawyer here in the house with us who we never really acknowledge, and we always kind of stay quiet because we don't want to share him, but I think the cat's out of the bag a little bit, and I'm going to have him come up along with my nephew Tim, our good friend Will Pope, Enrique Tario. Come up, please. But the lawyer, which is the most important part of this, and I forgot, we're going to ask to come up. His name is Tom Kenniff. Do you all know who Daniel Penny is? Do you know Daniel Penny's story? Well, this is the great lawyer that won that case and got Daniel Penny acquitted and not go to prison for a long time. And so, that's right. So Tom and I have become pretty good friends, and I called him up one day and I said, Tom, you know, these January 6ers, they're gonna get out of prison, and you know, they're all gonna be broke and poor and no job, and we need to do something about that. They need restitution. And he said, all right, let me think about it. So I kind of just kept, you know, come on, Tom, come on, and I talked him into it, him and his team. And so now Tom is representing, well, quite a few January 6th defendants, and hopefully we're going to see some restitution. And so those of you that have not met your lawyer, may I present your lawyer to you? So Tom, please say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. I had no idea it was going to be mentioned or in any way part of the program tonight, so I haven't prepared anything, and I sure as hell can't top John Lauro, nor would I try. But, you know, I just want to say, look, you know, I have never been the subject of a criminal prosecution, and I pray to my Lord and Savior that I never will be, that I'll never have to walk in the shoes that so many of the people in this room have. Guys like John and I get a front row seat to it. We learn to empathize, and frankly, it makes you fearful of what the government can do to ordinary people like all of us, because we get to see it up close. I got to see it in the Daniel Penny persecution. And I've seen it in many other cases, most of which do not make the news. I will tell you that I don't think there is any greater responsibility, you know, I don't know, perhaps being a surgeon in an operating room, that, or any greater privilege that you can feel than someone who is the subject of the criminal justice system, who is facing the unlimited resources and the unceasing wheels of a government prosecution. For someone in that situation to put their confidence and their trust in you as a lawyer. I'm not going to swear because there's children in the room, and I normally don't do that anyway, but I played college ice hockey, and I remember we were going through a bit of a losing streak, and I had a very off-color coach, if you would, who was a, you know, larger than life, but a great motivator. And he walked in between periods, and he held up the university's jersey. And he said, if you have the privilege of putting this on and your body doesn't tingle, you're expletive deleted. That's how I feel when, you know, I put on the suit and tie in the morning, and I know that this client has chosen me out of all the lawyers in the world. There's no shortage of us, by the way, to be the barrier between them and, you know, an insatiable government's appetite to pursue a conviction at all cost. Although I am not representing any of the clients in this room, many of which I have not met, and don't quiz me on your names at the end of the night, against a criminal prosecution. It is a similar conviction myself, my law partner, Stephen Razor, and the members of our team have. And I can't really articulate it, although I guess it's my job to articulate things, and it's hard for me to speak it now without this happening. But what an honor to be able to now try to seek some level of compensation, not that any of you could ever be compensated for what you've went through, to put that trust and confidence in us. No one knows where it's going to go and if it'll all work out, but I can tell you, myself and more my team, I mean, we have a dedicated team of paralegals that are really just working on these cases to do everything we can to get you an ounce, and doesn't matter, all the money in the world will never make it completely right, but to get you a bit of what you so very much deserve. And I just want to say thank you. That's it. Thank you to her.